In 1920, an experiment took place that would change psychology forever and spark a century of ethical debate. Meet John B. Watson, the father of behaviorism, who wanted to prove that human emotions could be conditioned. The subject was an 11-month-old infant known as Little Albert, chosen for his emotional stability. Initially, Albert showed no fear of a white rat, a rabbit, or even a Santa Claus mask. Watson hypothesized he could condition a fear response using a loud, startling noise. Whenever Albert reached for the white rat, Watson struck a steel bar behind the boy's head. The sudden noise terrified Albert, causing him to fall forward and bury his face in the mattress. After several pairings, the sight of the rat alone was enough to trigger Albert's fear, but the experiment didn't stop there. Albert began to generalize his fear to other furry objects. A fur coat, a dog, and even Watson in a white beard triggered the same distress. This proved that emotional reactions could be learned, a cornerstone of behaviorist theory. However, the experiment is now infamous for its severe ethical violations. There was no informed consent, and Albert's mother likely didn't understand the full extent of the study. Crucially, Watson never deconditioned Albert. The boy left the study with his fears intact. For decades, the identity of little Albert remained a mystery, adding to the experiment's dark allure. Researchers later identified him as Douglas Merritt, who tragically died at age 6 from hydrocephalus. Some believe Watson knew the boy was sick, which would further invalidate the study's results. Modern psychologists also criticize the sloppy methodology and lack of objective measurements. Today, such an experiment would be impossible under strict ethical guidelines. Despite the cruelty, it paved the way for exposure therapy and our understanding of phobias. Watson was later forced out of academia, but his behaviorist principles lived on in advertising. The Little Albert experiment remains a cautionary tale about the power and the peril of psychological research. It reminds us that scientific progress should never come at the cost of human dignity. What do you think of Watson's methods? Let us know in the comments and follow for more.